Hello there and welcome to Cooking with DAngle. Today I'm making an open-faced tuna melt. It's easy to make, can be ready in about 10 minutes, and always comes out delicious. This first part is optional, but I like to add some chopped celery to the tuna salad when I have some in the fridge. It gives the sandwich a bit more of a crunch, and it makes it a little healthier too at the same time. So chop it thinly and get this prepped before you start on the rest. Next, toast 2 slices of bread. This is important because it'll give the bread a harder surface to spread the tuna salad on later. Okay, next up, crack open your can of tuna and you're going to want to drain it. So I just open the lid almost all the way around and then I use the lid to squeeze the liquid out from the can. You don't want any of that in there when you're mixing up the salad because it could make the bread soggy. Now that the tuna is all drained, get a bowl out and we're ready to start combining it with the rest of our ingredients. The next ingredient is mayonnaise. Hellmann's is the good stuff. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons. I'm just using a teaspoon because it can go in the dishwasher, but just eyeball it, 2 tablespoons. Alright, now we're adding our Dijon mustard. Don't forget to shake it up first like I did, but we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Now I'm adding a pinch of salt and some freshly ground black pepper. Okay, now stir to combine all the ingredients. You really want to make sure you break up all those chunks of tuna so that it's a pretty consistent, almost paste-like substance. But this is going to be the tuna salad. A little history here. This recipe is kind of built on the way my dad used to make tuna melts when I was still living at home, open-faced like this. So for me, it's sort of a bit of taste of home, in addition to just being a good tuna melt. I forgot to add in the celery the first time I stirred it up, so I'm just going to add that now, stir it up again. Okay, now we're ready to go, start putting it all together. As you can see, that bread is nicely toasted, so it's going to be a crisp layer that we can spread this tuna salad across, as opposed to just soft, untoasted bread, which would fall apart pretty easily. So, make sure you get it all out of the bowl, get it out of that spoon. I find it easiest to use the back of the spoon to spread it across, and just make sure you cover in the whole surface of the bread. Alright, now that we've got that nice even layer, start reaching for your 4 slices of American cheese. You already know I'm using Kraft singles, and so just take them out of the wrapper, start layering them across the bread, making like a nice little cheesy blanket over the tuna salad. Alright, we're finally ready to bake them. So if you have a toaster oven, it's kind of ideal for this, but otherwise preheat your oven to 375 and set a timer for 6 minutes. My toaster oven doesn't do 375, it does 355, which is why I did 7 minutes there, but I ended up taking it out a minute early anyway. Okay, now when you're taking it out, be very careful and use something to get under it, because one time I dropped one of these upside down on the inside of my oven door and the cheese stuck to it like crazy and it was a huge mess. What I like about doing it open-faced is the tuna salad's not going to fall out the other side when you take a bite through that nice crunchy bread. Alright, enjoy!